Today we got this Cherry 2008 Dodge Ram truck. Customer wants to put a leveling kit on it. As you can see, the back end sits up pretty good from the front. He's got the fender flares on there with some nice, bigger, wider tires now. So just looking to get that front end up a little bit. This isn't a heavy duty or a hauling truck or anything, so he just wants to look nice. So let's get a preliminary measurement here. I know the back won't be much affected, but so we're about 39 on the back. And about 34 and a half up front. And these are the spacers we're going to be putting on here. Basically, this is going to sit on top of the coil spring and, give it about an inch or so. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's get this baby up in there. Alright, so with some of these aftermarket wheels, basically, they got these plastic caps on them, and you're going to have a lot of dummy bolts on here, and you got to find the metal ones. If you try to take the plastic ones off, obviously you break them, so find the metal ones. If you need to, grab a magnet or something, but usually one or two. Alright, don't break your back on big wheels. They can be very heavy. These aren't too bad. Okay, first here, get the brake calipers loose. These hoses don't look like they're going to stretch too well. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the shock out of the way here. So let's see, normally these don't come out too good once they get old, but these ones aren't that old. A lot of times too with these new electric impacts, whereas they are awesome, they typically don't work too great for removing the top nuts or whatever on struts, shocks, stuff like that. Just because everything likes to spin and the air impact and pneumatic impacts, they like to burp it a lot harder, but you can't beat these new electrics. Pretty awesome. All right. Get these lower shock bolts out. And remove the shock. Okay, let's get the caliper off. There we go. Must have been the clips on there or something. Okay. Sport your caliper, that's decent. It's at least taking half of the weight off. Alright. Now we'll get the top ball joint bolt loose here and get the spring out of there. Alright, so a lot of times before you take your nut off, if the stud's real rusty, it's a good idea just to try and clean some of that rust off. It'll help, make getting that nut off a lot easier. Because the worst thing that happens is the whole stud starts spinning, and then it's kind of a pain in the butt. So you don't need to do this, but it helps. Alright, so went ahead and got the sway bar link disconnected here, just to help give us a little bit more down travel to get the spring out. So luckily that came apart too. Pretty clean truck, honestly, for a 2008 I mean, this thing seems like it's probably lived its life down south somewhere. Be my guess. Yeah, we definitely don't get them this clean up here. That's for sure. Go ahead and get a little safety jack under here. Okay. And you can see it's doing what I did not want it to do and just spinning. So, a couple ways to get around this. One, a little bit of heat, and then pry down on it, or you know, put a little tension on there. So we'll try a little bit of both. Good, huh?
Yep. You good?
Okay, so we're going to do a combination of things now. We switched to the air. Like I said, you know, that has better burping abilities, breaking things loose. And we tried that, so now we're going to try a little bit of heat. Get this expanded a little bit. Give that a go. Don't want to overheat it, but I think we got the nylon melted. Oh, dude, it's already loose. Oh my gosh. I was spraying with melted nylon everywhere. That's not good.
Yeah.
Did I get you?
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. A little bit of heat. Well, how about that? It just came apart. Match cans. Woo! That was completely unedited. Did not mean to do that. But it's apart. All right, let's get this spring out of here now.
Probably gotta take that tire rod off.
Get this tire rod out of here. And good news is they've been replaced recently. I'll have to fight trying to get these cotter pins and the nuts and everything loose. So that's good.
Muggy.
Super muggy. Okay, got that guy out of there. 22. Alright. Say that nice and easy. A couple whacks. There you go. Alright, now carefully want to lower down the jack. And just keep your hand on the spring here because it's still under tension. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, there you go. Just like that. So, kind of curious to see how these spacers are going to go in because we're going to have a lot more tension there, but shouldn't be too bad. Clean up any debris out of there, just make it all nice and happy. So it can go to its home. Don't you want to go to your home? Just watched Happy Gilmore the other day with my son for the first time. He's almost 11, really loving Adam Sandler lately, so that's cool because I grew up on Adam Sandler, and he's got some good stuff. Makes you laugh. All right, so you want to get your rubber mount. It may have been stuck up in there, but you want to pull that down, get that on your spring first. And you kind of see there's always like an indentation where the old coil spring was at, or the original coil spring in this case. So get that on there. Always want a nice rubber insulator. And then, you know, same thing on the bottom. There's always a place where, you know, you can see where the spring, there's a little pocket for it typically. So, all right. Get this baby in there. Have it in there. Oh, well, let me just. There it is. Okay. Easy peasy. If you got a buddy. Yeah. Do not try by yourself. You can, but wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, right. I couldn't really get a good angle.
I'd do a sway bar link. Lower her back down. Get that sway bar link
yeah,
in first.
Get our sway bar link in there.
A little bit more. Go down a little more. A little more right there. All right, go on.
Again, nice to have a helping hand. That would have been a real pain to try and get. Okay, that would pretty much
Lift it off.
Yep, I feel it. Get this ball joint in. Screw that sway bar.
That's what I did first.
Okay.
I didn't fight myself.
Yeah, well, I know, it's really wanting to jump. Okay. All right. It's in the hole. Here we go. All right. Woo. All right, guys. Hard part's done. Home stretch from here. Whew. Yeah, that's always a chore, but yeah, that went pretty good actually. All right, coming down. Okay. I know I said it was a little cooler today, but I'm sweating 10 times as worse as I was yesterday. I mean, I'm gonna need a new t-shirt here before too long. Just, you know, reverse order what you just did. Get everything back together here. You know, I always like to use a new cotter pin for things. I mean, unless, you know, like this one was like brand new, so if it's in good shape, go ahead and reuse it. But, you know, we stock a bulk amount of them, so just replace them. It's typically your best bet. Whew. Did I mention it's hot? That's heaven right there. It is so hot. I mean, you can see my shirt. So this is like 20 minutes worth of work. All right, so with the dual piston calipers, you gotta, you don't have to, but it helps if you compress them both at the same time. Otherwise, you push one in and the other one pushes out, and vice versa. Go a little more. C-clamp works really good too, but we'll just go with that. Just enough. Perfect. And again, just always want to make sure your brake hose is not twisted. It'll cause your caliper to hang up and you'll burn up the brakes real fast. And it'll just cost you more money. All that's left after this, we'll get the shock back in there. We'll drop it down, see how she looks. I think he's going to be happy. And then, yeah, we're going to get this over to the alignment rack here and get her dialed in. Yeah, biggest thing, if you guys ever change, you know, ride height, anything like that, you got to do an alignment. I mean, it throws everything off. And, you know, you spend all this money on these fancy new tires, they're going to wear out super fast. So, do your maintenance. Alright, let's go ahead and get this shock back in there as we, you know, same as we removed it. Slide it up through. Feed it through the top. And put your hardware on. Alright, we'll get that started and then get the bolt at the bottom bolted up. Zip, zip. Okay. Get our top nut tight and get our wheel on and we're all set. Alright, let's get this wheel on. Here's my my method for these big wheels. I like to just kind of roll them up my leg. Catch them. Do it your own way, but that works for me. Don't try not to break your back. Okay, so these are a dual pattern wheel, which, you know, makes it a little more difficult sometimes. Got to figure out which way it goes. And anytime you're dealing with something with more than one bolt, get them all started before you put any of them tight. You'll thank me later. Oh yeah, that's a big difference. Give a little jounce here. Get everything kind of settled. Hey, yeah, look at that. That looks a lot better. So, let's see. We're at 34 and a half originally in the front. Wow, that put us up to 37. 2.5 inches, holy smokes. So now we're at 39 in the back, which that shouldn't really change, but yep, so yeah, we're still at the 39 in the back, but yeah, what a difference. I mean, you can see that, man, that's night and day. That looks 100% better. That's what the truck should look like. Another exciting job in the books. Wow, what a difference, huh? I mean, that looks a heck of a lot better, in my opinion. Very nice truck. Like I said, 2008, super clean. You know, this guy's done a lot of little things. He's got some big stereo in the back here. You know, young guy, you know. So, you gotta have some good sounds in there. Yeah, buddy. Got to make sure we hook back up the super sensitive alarm. We had to disconnect it. Literally, you touch the truck and it's beep, 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 beep. So I had to disable that. I wasn't trying to deal with that all day. But hey, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a good time, enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this in the nice comfort of your home with the air conditioning, because as I mentioned, it was a super hot day today, and drying up a bit, but it's been hot. So, you know, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you say goodbye, Walter. Bye, everybody.